Hi everyone, I'm here at Home Chinese Restaurant in Manchester city centre. It's located on the corner of Richmond and Chiltern Street, a minute's walk from the coach station. I've seen lots of great pictures of the place on Instagram, so I'm keen to give it a try. Let's have a look. It's just past 12 and the restaurant is filling up. I'm sat down at a table where I have a bowl, cup, napkin and chopsticks. They give me a few menus. The first is the dim sum menu. On each side is a wide selection of bao, rice, congee, fried dim sum and steamed dim sum. The prices seem okay, however I'm almost certain that there will be a service charge added onto the final bill. The drinks menu is varied. There's cocktails, mocktails, beer, spirits, Chinese liquor, sake and soft drinks. But the one I'm interested in is the jasmine tea, £1. I already know that this is going to be a bargain. The main menu is big. Just look at all these dishes. I placed my order. It took a while for someone to come over and I asked for the food to come together. I imagine that they'll be quite quick with their service as a lot of people are eating already. The first dish has come out. I have some har cow, which are prawn dumplings for £5.50. I also have a main dish which is crispy pork chop in fruity sauce. It looks good but on the small side. It costs £16.80. Ouch. And I wanted to try the egg fried rice. At £3.80 I don't think I can go wrong. I had to beg someone to bring the tea out, but after 10 minutes it's here, in this massive pot. I can't wait. It's hot and I think this is really good tea. It's delicate and slightly fragrant. I think this tea is value for money, and what makes it even better is the staff keep checking and making sure that there's still tea inside. Free refills are included in the £1 cost. Bargain. Let's try the pork. Some of the pieces are quite large, whilst others are small. I think I can manage this one. The outside is crispy, with a hint of chewiness as you bite through the batter to the pork. It's okay, but it wasn't what I was expecting. I was thinking this would be a bit like Korean tangsuyuk. The overall flavour is sweet and sharp, a bit too sharp. I don't think the pieces of pork are thick enough either to justify the price. I had to ask for some soy sauce dip for the har gow, and it eventually came, although they've been sitting here for a few minutes now. It looks good. I can take a whole dumpling into my mouth as it's not too hot, and the first thing I taste is some of the soy sauce that has stuck to the soft and slightly chewy skin. Biting through, I can taste a nice hot prawn, which has been cooked to perfection. I think this is delicious and I would happily order it again. Onto the rice. I'm using the serving spoon to eat because they didn't bring me a spoon when I requested it. Oh well. The rice is cooked perfectly. It's not wet and I can taste each individual grain. It tastes like it's been cooked in stock, but I can't be sure. It's perfectly seasoned and I'm really enjoying the texture. For £3.80 I think it's delicious and value for money. I opted for 2 roast meats and a side. I chose the duck and pork belly with noodles. They charged me £2 extra for the noodles, which isn't written anywhere and is a bit frustrating. When the order came, they brought out soup noodles called ho fun. I sent them back and ordered the soft fried noodles instead. It isn't the end of the world, but the service hasn't been great so far. I've had to wait a long time between dishes. The pork belly melts in the mouth and the skin is crispy and almost disintegrates. It's lovely and it's been perfectly seasoned. Some of the other items arrive, which are the shomai dumplings for £5.20 and mini Shanghai dumplings also costing £5.20. The shomai has been freshly cooked. I'll try one now. Okay, big mistake. It's burning my mouth out. I was led into a false sense of security by the har gow earlier on. Ouch.
One eternity later.
Take 2. The second piece I eat is much better. I let it cool down. The texture of the dumpling is firm and meaty, with a nice balance of pork and prawns wrapped in the pastry skin. I thought this was delicious and I would have it again. These are the mini Shanghai dumplings, and you have to be careful with them as they come filled with soup. I love these and I'm looking forward to them the most. Oh, there's no soup inside. That's disappointing. It's probably the best part of these. The pork filling inside was nice, don't get me wrong, but I'm unsatisfied. I only hope that the second one can redeem this dish. Yes, it does. There's plenty of soup inside, which is warm and savoury. It's perfect, but a shame that there were no consistency between dumplings. Onto the duck. Duck is not usually my favourite, but I just had to try it as the skin looks great. A lot of the pieces I had were quite bony and at the edges of the duck breast. It's not the easiest to eat with chopsticks, but it was actually quite tasty. I think I prefer duck when it's on the medium side, but this was tender enough and had a nice roast flavour. I actually have quite a lot of the roast left, as well as the fried pork chop with sauce and stir-fried rice. Unfortunately, it took a while for most dishes to come out, which meant that my appetite didn't last. The noodles came much later. They look great, but I'm not that hungry anymore. Let's try. Okay, they smell great. They have a deep smoky wok aroma, and I like that the bean sprouts and onion don't look overcooked or mushy. It's delicious. I think these are cooked really well and I'd happily eat them on their own. Not happy with the long wait for them, but I am happy that I got to try them, eventually. So the bill came to £55.30 and a 10% service charge was added, making it £60.80. Not the best service though. I found the staff to be super friendly and as helpful as possible, but the wait for the food meant that I couldn't eat with the usual momentum I like at these kind of restaurants, which means that I'm full before I'd like to be and I have to take some food to go. The restaurant is packed at 1 PM and it has a great atmosphere. I think I'd like to come here again, but only for the dim sum. Oh, and the rice. Weirdly, I think the rice was actually my favourite item on the menu. Everything else was okay. So that was Home Chinese. If you have any good Chinese restaurants you'd like to recommend, please leave me a comment below. The food I had to go was eaten in the evening and actually it was quite nice. A bit of an expensive takeout, but at least I got to eat some more of that lovely rice and pork belly again. Thanks for watching, until next time. Bye!